as a Sindhi, I can grow a full beard. I can grow it, and I've done. I think I've said this before on the pod. I don't know, but I've done 25 sessions of laser when I was like
Young.
18 or 19.
Yeah.
And that's because I was growing a beard, okay? And I started again now. So that laser kind of messed me up and messed my hair growth up because they didn't do it correctly and whatever. I'm doing it again now. It's gotten better, but again I'm done with 20 sessions and it's not gone.
Like, there's no difference.
Action.
Hi, I'm Kanchi.
And I'm Ria.
And you're officially part of the Slumber Party squad.
So welcome back to the Spoke to Soon pod.
We are both currently in our luteal phase, and I literally feel like breaking a vase.
Girl, yes. Same. I will break a vase and then I will cry about it for a few
I
hours.
thought you were going to tell me I will break a vase on you.
Why?
The way you were saying it.
No, I've literally been the last 2-3 nights I have just been crying. I don't know what is wrong with me. Everything is making me cry. I went for Chand Mera Dil yesterday. I've cried for 5 hours. Literally. The whole movie. I had to go in the middle and get tissue from outside to wipe my tears.
Yeah, for me, it's like crying right before my period.
Yeah.
And sometimes I forget my period is coming and then I'll cry for the most random thing. Like, it shouldn't bother me. And then I'm like, okay, I know why I cry.
But the thing is that sometimes you know your period is coming but you can't control the tears.
it. I'm like, this shouldn't bother me. How can this bother me? This is like a little problem.
No, but it feels like the end of the world.
Yeah.
In this phase, it feels like the end of the
Yeah.
world.
And I think it's normal. It's how women have been made.
I think, like, I don't know when, like at what point in life I'm going to make my peace with the fact that we get our period every month. Like, now we've gotten it for so long.
For
And
years.
every time I get my period, I'm like, why me,
You know
God?
what?
Why is this happening?
That day I was just thinking and I realized that I've gotten my period for more than a decade now.
Yeah, easily, na?
Yeah, but that feels so, like, weird. Like, for 10 years we've been going
For
through
13 years I've
For
been
more
here.
than 10 years. Yeah, same.
Crazy, actually.
And every month.
And my mom is so, every time I get my period and I'm like, shit, my stomach is hurting, she just looks at me, she's like, thank God I don't have to get it anymore. And she walks away. I'm like, whoa, bro, thanks.
No, when I'm like in too much pain and all, my mom is like, yeah, you have to deal with it. Like, don't be such a baby. Like, it happens.
No, I feel you can be a baby. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
auntie, but I think it's fair.
She just tells me, took your this medicine.
Painkiller, yeah.
She's like, you shouldn't take that also. You just keep popping pills for anything you want.
I do have to take, bro. Actually, sometimes I
And
try
now
to
I've
not, but
mindfully stopped taking pills for, like, even if I feel a certain amount of pain, I'm like, I will go through it.
yeah,
I will
I try to wait.
deal with it unless it's too bad.
Too intolerable.
But then it's too late, and then when you take it, you have
It's
to
set
wait
in
for half an hour
for it to go.
It to set in, and
Yeah.
you feel normal again.
Yeah, facts.
So I don't know, yeah.
Bro, traveling on your period is
Horrible.
so uncomfortable, like, bro, recently now, I like had to wait for a bathroom and they didn't even have jet sprays anywhere. Everything is so uncomfortable, yaar, about it. Using public bathrooms on your period,
Ew.
it's horrible.
You getting your period on a flight, the worst experience ever, the most uncomfortable experience, and
Yeah.
it's my fear because I am already scared of going into airplane bathrooms.
You know
and
what
then
she does?
Imagine if I have to go.
When we go on trips, she will tell me that, Ria, I need to go to the bathroom. Both of us try to not go to the bathroom on
We'll
flights.
go right before the flight.
Yeah, and then right when we land, we go. But when she has to go, she'll be like, you come and you wait outside and I'll go to the bathroom.
Yeah, like keep your leg or something so that I don't
She has to
wanna-
lock the door.
Yeah, it's so scary.
But you've had some bad instances, so I think it's warranted because you
it's
have
like
had
two
some
things,
trauma.
two fears mixing together.
Yeah.
Claustrophobia and locks. So I cannot
Yeah,
do it.
fair.
Yeah, and imagine then getting your period.
But on your, like, bro, remember we were taking a flight somewhere and we were standing in the, what is that called?
Yeah. What is that called?
What is that called?
You get into the flight, the thing, the connecting
the
thing.
air bridge.
Yeah,
Air bridge?
yeah.
Yeah, we were standing.
Yeah,
on
getting in the line, yeah.
Yeah, getting in the line on the flight, and I was standing and I looked at Kanchi and I was like, I think I got my period. And she was like, do you have a pad? And I was like, no.
And even I didn't have a pad.
She didn't have a pad, I didn't have a pad. I'm just standing there, like, entering the flight. And I think we had a 4 or 5 hour flight and then a transit and all that. And then some sweet lady gave me a pad. But
She heard
still-
our conversation.
No,
na?
no, no, I asked her. You were like, what should we do?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll ask the air hostesses. They'll definitely have one
The
on
flight didn't have a pad.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
How can you not have it on a plane?
That's really dumb.
It's a necessity, bro.
Yeah. Of
And if
course.
someone forgets,
if you keep medicines on a flight, you need
a pad,
A
yeah.
sanitary
It should be part of a first aid kit or
Yeah.
anything. It should be
Yeah.
part of it. Anyway, or in the bathroom.
yeah.
Anyway, so then you were like, just ask any girl around.
Yeah.
And then I asked her.
Yeah.
And she so sweetly helped me out. She's like, yeah, I have. Do you want more and all?
You know, a similar thing happened to me, but mine was really stressful and
What?
like bad. So, like this year only when I was traveling, we went to Dalhousie and Dharamshala. So we landed actually in Jalandhar, and from there we were going to drive over there. So we landed, and like I was not feeling I'm getting my period. I was fine, so I didn't even have it in like my handbag or whatever, and not even in my, I think not even in my bag, because I don't think I was going to get my period. I was not sure. So we landed, I was good all day, and like the whole night we were going to be out only, like to go for dinner and just walk around and all. And this area is the kind of like a highway area where there were no chemists or
Like no kirana stores.
yeah,
on the side.
nothing, no shops. There was just like 1-2 restaurants, and there was a mall, but like the mall was very local. Like there was no chemist shop in that. Like in a mall, I don't
Usually
know,
there isn't,
there was
yeah.
like clothes and all.
Yeah.
Clothes, shoes, and some cafes. So I'm like, what do I do? And I got my period that time when we entered that mall for dinner. Literally that time. And my mom didn't have, I didn't have, and there were barely any people. There was like night, and these local towns are very like secluded and all at night.
Like
It's very
everything shuts
quiet.
by 7,
Yeah,
8
everything
PM,
shuts. And there was nothing. And then guess what I did? Like my mom gave me this hack. There was still 1 hour till we reached the hotel back.
Okay.
So there was this shop, kind of like a shop like Miniso type, but like little more local. Like you get like home stuff like towels, napkins, buckets, all that kind of stuff. And from there, I have got cotton napkins, like handkerchief napkins or like hand towels,
And folded it.
folded it and gone into the public bathroom, used it and taken tissue paper as safety and used that also until we reached the hotel.
This is purane zamane ka.
This is literally that.
This is how they used to
Yeah,
deal with their
I
period before
was
pads were a thing.
so uncomfortable, guys. It's not that easy.
Yeah, it's very
And
uncomfortable.
plus the pain, plus the cold. It
And
was
you're sitting in the car for the full journey.
sitting for dinner and then sitting in the car for the journey, and it was freezing cold.
Mood must have been too off.
Yeah, 3 uncomfortable things at the same time.
At the same time, yeah. Genuinely
I
hats
was
off.
so grateful when I reached the hotel. I ran up to the room. Literally, I didn't even wait for anyone. I ran.
But where did you buy pads from? Did
no,
you have them
I
in your
remember
bag?
that I had it in my suitcase, but
Okay.
everything was packed, so we couldn't.
It's very tough as a girl. These things are
Life
very
is
tough.
tough as a girl.
It's very, like, I feel whatever you do now, something is coming after
Something
you.
comes, yeah.
Either it's your period or like some dude staring at you somewhere. And like nothing is ever smooth.
Yeah, and I also feel at the back of our mind we're always thinking about something that I feel men don't have to think.
For
like
sure.
small things like, oh, when am I going to get my period? When is this going to happen? Like recently I've become so mindful about my period dates and like this whole hormonal cycle. Like I read about it and I actually understood that it makes sense. It's there for a reason.
You've
and
been
I
telling me.
actually tracked my mood that way.
Huh.
So like usually when you're in your luteal phase, you're at your lowest. You have no energy. You don't feel like going out. You don't feel like doing anything. You get angry. You get agitated. And that's true. Then I experienced that. Then you get your period. Obviously, you know what happens on your period. But then I've started noticing on the 3rd day of my period, I get the craziest energy. I get the craziest creativity. Like everything just starts flowing suddenly and I feel like I got my spark back. I feel like I got myself again.
Yeah.
Now you better notice it.
I will
Your 3rd
notice
or
it.
4th day of your period.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel like you want to work, you want to make content or whatever for you. Like,
I know my 2nd day I'm very low. Like my
Yeah.
1st day I'm still fine. There's pain, but I'm okay. But the 2nd day I feel like low on energy. Like I feel like I shut down.
Yeah.
I'm not able to hold a conversation. I'm not able to do anything. I become like a very
Like you're
person.
so low, and then suddenly the next day you'll go
It's a
so
high.
high, and the next whole week you're gonna be happy, you're gonna be chilling, you're gonna be great. And then when you're ovulating, you will be so confident of yourself, of your body, like you want to socialize.
You'll feel it. You
yeah,
want to
you
go
will
out.
feel like so hot, you want to go out, you want to meet people.
Yeah.
And then the crash comes again. I'm like, why do we have to go through this cycle? Why can't it be like
The same all the
like
time.
men, for them it's the same. I
Yeah.
don't think there's any like
Maybe not as much as this. Maybe
No
not
graph.
extreme also. Like I feel like also women are already more emotional.
Yeah.
And this whole thing kind of accelerates it. Like it makes it more intense.
yeah,
Your emotions.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm a very like
emotional
person.
Yeah.
And then when I know that my period is coming, when I'm on my period, my irritation, my anger, my sadness, everything goes in 10x. Which I know like that's how it's supposed to be and that's what your body is going through.
Mhm.
But it's damn tough, bro, to manage life and all with it.
True, but now that I know about this cycle, I'm very aware.
Yeah.
Like even if I'm like having a bad mood, I know okay, it'll pass. Chal,
Yeah.
2 days. It's nothing.
Deal with it for 2 days.
Yeah. And if I'm feeling good, I'll be like, I'm gonna make the most of it. I'm gonna do whatever I can.
And you know what phase you're in. That's why you're feeling
that's
good.
so true because every time on the 3rd or 4th day of my period, I've noticed I've been my most productive self. Like I'm doing stuff on my own. Like no one's forcing me to do it. I'm making content on my own. I'm finishing off all the work. I'm doing it. Yeah.
Cool, I'll notice, bro.
Now you better notice.
Yeah. How do you feel about like menstrual cups and tampons and stuff? Because I know both of us use pads.
Yeah.
So, but I've realized lately that actually a lot of people are not using pads
Yeah, I
anymore.
think pads are kind of going.
They're kind of outdated.
But honestly, I feel the
I'm too
comfort.
set.
Yeah, I'm too set in my
Yeah.
ways, and I don't want to like switch. I know it's super sustainable to use a
Yeah.
menstrual cup,
Yeah.
but I'm also very scared to use it.
I know, because we're already so comfortable with
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Also, like tampons, like you can swim and stuff.
Yeah,
So it's supposed to be
better.
comfier also
Yeah.
than a pad. But I don't know, it's very hard to make the change after you've used
Yeah,
it for so
after
long.
like I think if you're young and you're ready
Starting
for change,
out.
you can already switch. But I think after so many years, it's very difficult.
But lots of people say that once you use like tampons and stuff, it's very hard to go back to pads because the discomfort is like
Real.
quite obvious. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. That's why I think apparently now people use like period underwear.
Yeah, I know. I actually got gifted a period underwear. I was quite.
Like you wanted to try it out.
Yeah, like I was curious. Like I was like, I want to know.
Yeah.
But then when I'm on my period, I don't want to know anything.
Yeah, you're
Like
just,
in that moment, I'm like,
you don't
no.
want to experiment and try anything.
No trial and error, bro.
Yeah, then how do we
Just-
try it? We don't.
We don't want to do
We
it at that
never-
time. Yeah, that's what.
Maybe like we should once try it.
We
Like
should, yeah. And I think we're quite synced, so maybe we can try it at the similar time, so we
Yeah,
know we're not
guys,
alone.
why is it always that you're synced with your best friend or someone that you
I
hang
love
out
it
with?
though.
How is
I
it?
love
Like,
it.
what is the thing?
Because
and-
then it's like hard to relate, and you can talk about it also. It's like you're
No,
also
but
irritated.
what's
I'm
the
also
science
irritated.
behind it? How can it happen?
I don't know. That's actually quite interesting. We should find out.
Yeah.
And
What else, like, recently, have you been noticing any other changes in your body or something you're not liking or you've started feeling insecure about?
You know, this is not anything new for me,
Yeah.
but it is something I've noticed. How you said that you know when you're in your luteal phase
Yeah.
and whatever. For me, a week before my period, my hair growth on my face starts getting out of hand, and I do have PCOS, which is now PMOS.
Yeah.
But I do have it. I don't have cysts or anything, but I just have like a few symptoms of it. As a Sindhi, I can grow a full beard. I can grow it, and I've done. I think I've said this before on the pod. I don't know, but I've done 25 sessions of laser when I was like
Young.
18 or 19.
Yeah.
And that's because I was growing a beard, okay? And I started again now. So that laser kind of messed me up and messed my hair growth up because they didn't do it correctly and whatever. I'm doing it again now. It's gotten better, but again I'm done with 20 sessions and it's not gone.
Like, there's no difference
There is a difference.
in the growth.
It's definitely different. It's lesser, but it's still growing, and it's growing a lot. Like, it's not like I can stop. And I also can't continue. Because if you do too many rounds of laser, then your hair growth can get reversed also. Like, it can start growing more. So,
This is a cycle.
it's a cycle. You get stuck in it because you can't shave. Like, how many times will you shave? And when you do have PMOS or PCOS, whatever, however you refer to it, your hair does grow back a little thick and pokey on your face in the areas which are caused by hormones. Maybe on your body it won't, because on my body I shave, I'm fine. But on my face, it grows differently, and I feel like people are not aware of this because everyone sees those videos of girls
Those
using a
face
razor,
razors.
and they are not lying. It does work. Like, I'm sure if Kant used it, or if anyone used it that didn't have this issue already, they would be okay. But I feel like, do your research. Even when you go to a clinic to do like research for laser, they never tell you that it won't go in 20 sessions. They tell you ki 6 you do, otherwise 8 you do, or 10 you do. And I have spent so much money, bro. So much money and so much time on laser.
Yeah.
And it's very also inconvenient. Like, you can't, you know how you go to do threading or waxing?
Yeah.
You just be like, I'll go in 1 hour. Here you like need to wait for an appointment, talk to the doctor, consult, and there's like no time.
Yeah.
So it's very inconvenient. And I always ask, why is it only growing here? Like, I've done underarm laser, it's fine.
It's fine.
So I feel like people need to do checkups. Like, if if your period is irregular, if you feel like you have any of, like, if you feel like you're growing a lot of hair, it's not only because you're Sindhi or Punjabi.
Yeah.
It's like a stereotype, but you could actually just be
yeah.
growing it, and you need to fix it. And another thing is that when you have these like issues, right, they usually put you on medication that can tamper with your hormones a little more.
And like your cycle can be irregular.
Your cycle can get irregular. It can be harder to get pregnant in the future. Like, they have like a lot of long-term issues. I have already been on isotretinoin for a while, but please do your research before you take all this. But I can tell that like my skin and stuff has changed post that. Like, while I'm on it, my skin is great, and then when I'm off it, my skin is not good. And
even being on it is like has
it's bad
so many
for
side
you.
effects.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
So it's quite a thing you just get stuck in. It's like kind of
You're
a trap.
stuck.
Yeah, because you want to fix it, you also can't. This is kind of like, you know how we were talking about both of us have never done our eyebrows.
Yes, guys, can you believe it? I have never, even Riya has
we've
never
never
gotten
done
our eyebrows done.
Comment below and
That
tell us if
way,
you
we
think
are
we
lucky.
need it.
I mean, I don't think it looks that bad.
I like our eyebrows.
I like it too.
Yeah.
But I feel now, my mom also told me, I think now is the time you should like maybe just shape it
Shape
or
it a
like
bit.
clean it up. Like, because here, I do get hair in the middle of my eyebrows. Now I'm getting it.
Very
if you
little.
notice. No, you won't see it. There's makeup. But if without makeup, you'll notice it. And I'm also noticing a lot of hair now on
your
my
face,
which I never had.
Happens with age.
Maybe I need to like figure it out. But again, after listening to Riya's stories, I'm so scared to do anything. Like, I'm scared to shave it off. What if it grows more and more?
I think you're lucky in that sense because your hair is light and your skin is a little dark, so it kind of blends in.
Yeah, my hair is brown.
It's a very good
you
thing.
can't see it.
It's light brown.
But I get so annoyed because when I do my makeup, I can clearly see it and it doesn't sit the way it should, the makeup.
It's a fact that when you clean your face up, like when the few days after laser, my makeup looks
amazing.
fire.
I've seen people's videos like shave their face and then do their makeup and it looks so
good. Your skin looks clearer.
Yeah.
It's a fact. But also it's a thing that how much maintenance? Like, once you start doing something, you have to keep doing it.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just avoiding it as of now.
Yeah.
If someone notices.
You know what? I feel like this is a downside as a girl.
Yeah.
Like, I know boys also that are like pretty particular about maintaining their beard, about maintaining their hair. The fade needs to be perfect. Manicure, pedicure, all of that stuff. But with a girl, I feel like it's become so normalized.
Yeah.
Like, every week, go do your eyebrows. Every week, go threading for your upper lip. Every month, get your nails done.
Waxing, shaving.
Everything, yaar.
Yeah. I feel it's become very like, you need to look effortless.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
you
still
have to put a
there's
lot of
so
effort
much
into
effort
it.
behind it.
Yeah.
But lately I've gotten very relaxed and very chill about the fact that I don't need to shave
Yeah, good.
my hands or legs. Like, I'm okay if sometimes I have more hair and I go out also like that.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with it.
But
I think that's after a long time. Usually I used to be very particular. Like, if I'm wearing shorts, I would shave.
Yeah.
If I'm wearing sleeveless, I would shave. But now I'm just like, leave it. Who cares? I don't think people actually go and look at, oh, you didn't shave.
Only we look at ourselves with those eyes.
Yeah.
It's true.
And guys, I just usually if I'm going out and I want to wear like a skirt or shorts, then I just shave up until what is visible. I do not shave.
Because of her, even I'm doing this now.
It's such a good hack.
It's too
Why
good.
waste time?
Yeah, bro.
Because shaving is a whole process. Like,
it takes time,
It's like an everything shower and I don't have time for that today.
And like, for some reason, to me, it only feels right to shave when I have conditioner in my hair.
You can waste. You know what? I've been seeing these reels lately that people
I know.
a hair mask in their
What?
hair.
And wait for 10 minutes, what do you do?
for 10 minutes in the shower? Like, and then I saw the comments, and someone was like, I clean my bathroom, and someone was like, wow.
Clean your bathroom?
Like, I take time to like clean everything up. Then someone was like, I sit on the floor and watch a show.
What?
Yeah, literally.
Oh my God, these are
like,
unhinged
that's such a crazy thing to do.
I put the hair mask or conditioner.
And then shave.
Shave
That's
and do
what
body
I
wash and
do.
body scrub.
That's what
and-
I do.
Yeah, that's the most logical thing to do, cleaning your bathroom.
But this
and-
was insane, bro. The replies on that
crazy
reel.
actually. Yeah. But yeah, I've been seeing this also. And it's kind of true, like what you just do in the shower.
Yeah, and why is it 10 minutes? Yeah, like what is anyone... And I never really keep
Even I
it for
don't.
10 minutes.
Same.
It's barely sometime and then I wash it off.
Like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah,
and then-
yeah.
I just feel like I don't want like my maintenance to affect my mood. Like I feel like, see, you know, right now my nails are like so grown out.
Yeah.
They're all chipped. Like I literally had to cut it with a nail cutter because it
Yeah.
was all chipping and breaking. And I haven't gone for laser. Like I'm just not.
But no one is noticing it. I
except
didn't notice
me.
it.
Yeah. And I was genuinely feeling like, you know, we're starting the pod again. Shoots are starting again. I need to
be...
I need to be proper. I need to
Proper.
feel
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. And I just
That's
realized
fair.
that it's not that
It's
deep.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What's something you've noticed about yourself that you feel like?
Guys, I've noticed this thing, but no one has noticed it for sure. But I'm saying it out loud. People will start noticing the next one. I have gotten so much grey hair. A lot. And a lot. Genuinely. Now Ria is noticing. See. Like if you see some sides of my hair, there's like grey.
I've never ever seen grey hair in her hair with my own eyes.
Unless I showed you.
Yeah.
Grey strands growing randomly. And I always had grey hair since a young age because it's like genetics in my family. Everyone had it at a young age, so I was okay with it. But since the last 1 year, it's increased so much. Like at the back of my hair, if I just do like this, then niche you'll see grey hair. Then here, then one of my bangs has grey hair on it. Like, that is right there. Literally today morning only I was noticing it. It's too bad. And I feel people who've never had grey hair at our age, like never gotten a single strand of grey hair, would judge me for having so much grey hair.
I don't think people would judge you.
Yeah, they would be like...
I think they find it, they
No.
think it's abnormal.
I think they find it like, oh, that means you're old.
Yeah.
But I don't think grey hair is equal to being old.
No, it comes with stress.
Yeah, it
In
comes with
fact,
stress, genetics.
yeah. So, do you remember that one pod episode?
And now I saw it.
Guys, I have one too. Like, I think I have one on this side, one
Yeah,
on this
yeah,
side. And in this one episode, like, there's this grey hair on this side that is shining. It is glowing. And when I was watching the edit, I was like, oh my god, I can't look at anything
And you can't
except that
even
grey
change
hair.
it now.
You can't do anything. And even when you color your hair, they always tell you that the color doesn't catch on grey hair. It only
But one
catches
thing
on.
that I've been good at is not pulling it off. Like,
Good.
I am not that person.
You should not.
I barely have this much hair, guys. I cannot pull my
You
hair
have
off.
enough hair.
Bro, my hair is very... Look at it. It's nothing. My pony is this much.
I think the same things that you are getting insecure about, people actually love about you. Like, how many times have I only told you that your hair is so easy to maintain? Like, it's just naturally neat. It's naturally straight. So, I think that always happens. It's a normal thing only. That, like, what you have, you don't like, and you like what someone else
Someone
has.
else has. That's so true.
Yeah. But I, in fact, really like your hair. And I think other people also told you in front of me that your hair
Many
is...
people have told me that my hair is a good, like,
Yeah.
they would want it.
Yeah.
But I love it, guys. I'm not saying I hate my straight hair or whatever. I know it's a good thing to have, but it's also like really
The grass is always
annoying
greener on the other
sometimes.
side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The grass is always greener on the other side. It's green where you are. So I know. We got issues, baby. True.
Wait,
Which song
also,
is this? Comment down below.
also lately talking about hair only, we've been taking so much effort to do our hair.
Bhai, you know what? I'm so pissed about this. I'm so pissed. I used to wash my hair and leave it, and that used to be a flex for me that, you know what, I just air dry my hair. I don't do
And it
anything
looks
to
good.
it. And it does not look good anymore when I air dry it. It needs some heat. It's not sitting and falling the same way. Right now it's styled, by the way. But if it's not styled, I don't like how it's looking. Both of us have learned in the last few months how to
Yeah.
style our hair. I've watched a few YouTube videos. I know you have also.
I to watch a lot, and also like one of my friend is literally a hairstylist, so
Yeah.
she sends me tips. She
On how
literally
to
tells me like whenever she
forward
sees my
them now to
hair,
me.
like what is for my hair.
So ask her for me, bro.
You can ask her. She's like, oh, you're doing this wrong. You should use the roller like this. You should do that. You should use a Dyson like that. You should use this product in your hair, that product in your hair, and you'll see something.
Yeah.
So I'm loving it. But I also hate it. Like, I don't want to become that person who styles their hair every time they go out. Like, that
That's
is not
what.
me.
You know, there was like a phase that I've literally seen myself go through,
Yeah.
where like my hair used to be very easy to manage. I used to just wash it and leave it air dry, like I said. Then there was a phase where we started going to these events where everyone's hair was like perfectly curled and perfectly done.
Or like slick.
Slick backed, and I used to be like, okay, I'll go to the parlor and get my hair done. So I would spend like $800 getting a blow dry before every event. And then when I didn't, I was like, okay, I'm not looking good. And now I have learned how to do it at home, and I have to schedule my hair wash days when I have enough time to style it.
Literally.
It's troublesome.
But I think also maybe is that because we are growing old and we wanna like look presentable at all times.
Also, our job. Like a
Yeah.
lot of my friends are very chill. They don't do as much to their hair and all. And I think even I would have been like that if I was not a content creator.
Fair.
Yeah, it's the need to always look
Yeah.
proper. I think we've spoken about this before also, where our makeup and our outfit always looks extra with our non-creator friends.
That's just a creator thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've noticed, like, I think even you've noticed this about me, that since the last 1 year, I've become very mindful about what I wear, what I do to my hair, how I look, how I present myself. And I think that's me growing old, but I'm not complaining.
Not
I
growing
love it.
old, I feel like you're getting mature.
Yeah, like my choices are becoming mature.
You're finding your style.
Yeah.
Like whatever you're wearing right now, again, so many people have told her this in front of me and also told me this about her.
Not this in
I
general.
have it's pajamas. But like her style has, you know,
Evolved.
a lot over time.
You know,
The colors, the color palette, the silhouettes.
I don't even know
I
what
love
it is.
it.
I'm,
No,
I'm not put any like thought into it. It's just happening.
But it's good.
But I read this somewhere that people keep saying that oh, she has taste, or she has taste. Wow, I want what she has. But actually, taste is so like particular or like so
Subjective.
to everyone. Like just because she has that trending bag and that like whatever, she has taste. But no, I think it's so subjective. Like what I like my taste has to speak about me. Like if you see something that I own, I wear,
It
the way I
should
behave,
give kanchi.
it should give kanchi. Like example, if you see something really cute in the color purple, it should scream, oh my god, kanchi would look so good in this, because I have made that my
Thing.
vibe.
Yeah.
Like I'm not just wearing purple because it's the color of the year. It's
Correct.
not. But because purple is me. Like if I think animal print, I think Riya. Like that's your vibe. Like
Or brown or something. Yeah.
taste can't be something that's trending.
I know, I agree with this a lot. And actually, I feel like nowadays what's happening is that trends are not just colors and prints, they're also luxury items, which is becoming a problem because it's very inaccessible.
Yeah.
Like, why is a Chanel 25 bag that is worth a few lakhs trending? And how do so many people have it for it to trend? Like, how does that happen? And the pressure of owning something like that or having something like that is too much, bro, for girls.
It's too much, but I have never fallen into the pressure of owning
Yeah, you have
a
not.
branded or a luxury bag. Like I'll get it if I want.
Yeah.
Like if it's a special occasion, and or if I really like something that this is me, I'll get it. But I'll not get it if like every influencer has a branded bag. I also need one.
And also, you don't get pressure to buy something that is trending. Like, if you like
Yeah.
something and it's expensive, you'll spend your money on it, but it doesn't have to be trending for you to spend your money on
Yeah.
it. And I fully agree with this. Like, I am a big spoil myself kind of girl. Like, every time I take a trip, I don't need an occasion to buy myself something. I will buy. Like, I go only with that thing ki, okay, today if I'm going to the outlet or if I'm going shopping, I will buy 3 or 4 bags. I go with that thing. Because she would not. And she nicely tells me, I texted her from the outlet, I was like, should I buy 2 or 3 today? She was like, Riya, buy 3.
Because I know she's
She
gonna
knows
buy
me,
three.
yeah.
Why is she asking
You know
me?
me, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just feel like every time I buy something, it's because I like it, not because everyone is carrying it, and that's how it should be.
Anything you carry your own should be because you like it.
Especially if it's so expensive. Like, don't just spend so much money because everyone's spending so much.
Nah.
So I actually went to YSL, which is a very big
Yeah,
deal brand, and my mom was convincing me a lot to buy a bag from there because she was like, this is really nice and really cute. And I just did not vibe with it. And I know YSL is one of the biggest brands in the world.
Yeah.
But everything to me seemed so bland.
Yeah. And maybe that's not you.
It was not, it didn't feel like me.
Yeah.
So how much have I tried to like something from YSL? I just could not. It just seemed very characterless.
Superficial.
And maybe it's because I'm not in that stage of my life to carry something so mellow. Maybe I need to be,
Grow up.
yeah. So I feel like you need to buy what you vibe with.
Of course.
Not just buy whatever everyone's buying. It's very troublesome to me.
I think it's also because people nowadays like make it look like it's very easy to own a luxury bag or any luxury product,
Yeah.
but it's not that easy. Like people who have easy money will show it off,
Yeah.
will wear it here, there, every time you'll see them carrying a new bag and all. And it's the regular people who get influenced by them when they shouldn't get influenced. They should be okay with what they have. Just because like an Ananya Pandey is
Carrying a Chanel.
every Chanel bag ever, you don't need to, like, you can't.
They're
like,
paying her to carry it.
yeah, she's not even buying it, they're gifting it to her. Like, yeah.
But I feel like people don't always know that. They don't pick up on that. They see something, they like the person, they like the way the person's carrying it, and they feel like it'll look good on them also. And I genuinely think that it's different to have a passion for something, like really just like bags, because I genuinely really like bags.
Yeah.
Or it's different to buy it to show that you own it, or buy it to show that I also have one. I can also carry.
Yes.
I'm also carrying. Like, what's your purpose?
Like some people have a passion like to collect sneakers.
Yes. And
And
just have a
they
nice
know which sneaker is
Yeah.
good, which is bad, which you shouldn't be buying, what.
and some unique stuff they'll find.
But I don't think anyone can have everything. Like someone can't have all bags or all shoes just because they can afford it. Like what are you trying to?
And what do you do with it?
Yeah.
Facts.
No, I would rather spend my money on like
A vacation.
a crazy vacation. Yeah, literally.
Can read your mind,
yaar.
sis.
And I feel I'm a very moody person in the sense that every few months I change my style, or I stop liking what I used to.
Especially with bags.
And if I'm buying a bag, then I need it to be something that's gonna last me years.
Evergreen.
Yeah, it's gonna be a classic.
Especially with bags, you have phases. Like for 2 months, you'll carry one bag every day. Then after that, you'll be like, okay, now bus, I'm done with this,
bye,
you'll move on.
Yeah, literally.
You know what's actually really disappointing in this generation? When someone that's like our age, or from our generation, or maybe as woke as us, or as, I want to say, just has knowledge of feelings in
aware,
our generation, like when they call something out. Like when an auntie calls it out, I'm like, okay, it's a little expected. But when
someone like us
calls it out, I'm like, sis, where's your filter? Because we were somewhere, the both of us, and this one person, she met us. And she looked at me and said, oh, you look smaller than usual. And I, in my head...
You're already saying that she's small and now she looks smaller than usual. Like that's
a very iffy statement to
yeah.
make. And I, in my head, first, I went to defense. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I've lost weight. Or, you know, something like that. I just didn't want to sound like rude. And then I thought about it for like 30 minutes. It was not leaving my mind. And I was like, what if I told her that she looked bigger than usual?
Yeah. Fair.
Like, how do people...
She would not be able to take it.
She would not be
She
able
would
to
get
take
back
it.
to you then
She would
and
make
then.
it a scene. She would say, I'm being...
Whatever.
Yeah. But for some reason, the reverse comment is okay. So I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like our whole generation is educated enough, at least, to know what to say and what not to say.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's just about gaining weight. It's also about the opposite of it.
Yeah.
And sometimes things are not in our control, and that's not a good thing to say to someone.
And maybe someone is not, someone is already thinking about it.
It
or
does,
someone has it's affecting them and then you bring it up, that's worse.
It's like all triggering an already existing insecurity. Like if you know I'm petite, if you know I'm
Yeah.
thin, then bro, like now it is what it is.
Now
I'm not making a
now
comment
don't
about
need
your
to say
body.
more and more about it.
Yeah, I think it's a very messed up thing to say. I think it's also even more triggering
When
because
it's
sometimes these people pretend to be so woke. Like, don't pretend to be something you're not.
or don't say something that you would feel bad if someone told you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, exactly. Don't say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it's more common for people to say that you look small or thin than you look fat or bigger. People know कि, oh, you cannot call someone fat, or
yeah.
you've gained weight. But I don't think people think that when it comes to the opposite
Yeah.
side.
They
It's
never
like,
think you
oh,
can't call
lost
someone thin.
weight, or
Yeah.
like, what's happening? Are you not eating?
But I don't know, I get very conscious in the moment. Like I start thinking, like I start
No, I remember what happened. So when she told you that, you literally switched and you said that, oh, I went on a trip and I walked a lot and I lost weight. You said it
Yeah.
like that.
Like I try to justify it.
You don't have to.
I don't have to. And who is she?
I don't
Why
know.
is she telling me that? And why does she deserve a justification? But like my people pleasing personality just cannot be like, you know what, fuck you. It's
Yeah.
more like, oh, sorry, this is what happened. Like, why am I apologizing or explaining why I'm thin?
You don't need to.
I really don't need to. And honestly, no one needs to. Please don't explain yourself
But
to
I've
these
noticed
people.
notice a lot. Like
I
about your
actually
body
don't.
or your how you look, or has something changed in you. Because every single time I post some picture and I'm looking a little bigger than I usually do on camera, people always DM me or send me a message that, bro, can you tell me how you gained weight? Like, I know they're trying to be
They want
like they
tips.
want to gain weight
Yeah.
like I did, but I don't know. Like, it's just my body. I'm not aiming to gain weight. It's like growing up and my body turning
It's
into a
changing.
woman.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to do.
Recently, I went for this brand thing, like a brand event. It wasn't branded, like I paid to go, but they just sent me an outfit to wear, okay? And I knew that it would be big because they were like, we're sending you extra small, but I saw their size chart and I knew it would be big, okay? So I tried to say also, no, don't send and all, like I'll just wear my own thing. But they were like, no, we want to. So they sent it. It was big. I couldn't wear it. I didn't want to waste it. So I took it back because I was like, what will I do with it? Let me give it back to them. At least they can use it as PR or whatever they want to do. And the first thing, like when I gave it to someone else to give it back to them, like the person that planned the whole thing. And they were like, what even is double extra small? You own a clothing brand and you don't know what double extra small is? You have a large, you have an extra large,
You
but
have
you don't
a
know
double
what...
XL, then you should have a double extra small.
Yeah. So they were like, what even? And then they saw me. They looked at me. And they said, oh, now I know what a double extra small is. I don't know.
Who is this person?
I'll tell you later. But like, am I supposed to take this as a compliment? Or is it supposed to be a diss? I don't know what people are thinking when they speak.
Always say this like when they want to be that way.
Very true.
It's always that.
Very true.
Like they might make it look on your face like, ew, like what is that?
Yeah.
Who even wears that? But actually they want it. They want it. They want to look that way.
But the thing is, I don't see, like, I don't think
You
we
don't
as
think
people,
that way.
Yeah, I don't think that
We
way.
never think about it that way.
And I
no?
also don't see someone and my first thought is not that, oh, they've gained weight or they've lost weight.
First of all,
I don't think, even if you ask me that, have I lost weight, I won't be able to tell only. Because I'm not
Yeah.
fucking scrutinizing your body like that.
I don't think that ever comes to my mind.
Exactly.
I'll look at your outfit, I'll look at everything else, but I won't notice if you've gained or lost
Yeah.
weight. First of all, brands need to start being size inclusive.
Bro, yeah. Yes.
We always face an issue. I don't know why.
I have...
Like even right now when we went for one event and we went to the store to get outfits for us, like there was nothing in our size.
No.
And even if it was an extra small, it was not for an extra small body.
It was big.
An extra small was
It was like
equal
a size
to
6.
almost, yeah.
And we are like size 0 or 2 or something.
Yeah.
And it was so irritating because we were there. Other creators also came to take clothes for this event.
And they got it.
In 2 minutes. And
In
we were
2
there for like
minutes.
45 minutes just trying to figure something.
And I don't know why they don't even have answers. The brand doesn't even have answers. When we tell them that why didn't you have excess, they are like, now whatever's there you have to manage from that.
Yeah.
How? Then why?
Like now it's become so normal for me that even if I'm collaborating with like a clothing brand or a fashion brand, I make sure that the outfits reach me a little early so I can
you
get it
can alter
altered. But as a petite girl, I find it so wrong to promote a brand that
Oh.
doesn't sell petite clothing because people know I'm petite.
Yeah.
So they will think that they'll get their size there if they are also
Yeah,
petite.
because people always ask us, where do you get your clothes from?
Yeah.
And if they have our body type, they want to get it from there. But then
Yeah.
if we are selling something that
Exactly.
actually does not have our size, and what are they going to do?
Game time. Today we're going to play One Has to Go. And these are basically all tough things that girls can't let go
Yeah.
of. So we're going to make some difficult decisions today.
Let's go.
Chal.
The first one is good hair day, good skin day, good outfit day, good makeup day.
Oh shit.
I think for me, it's gonna be.
Say on three. One, two, three. Good
hair
makeup day. Oh.
Actually, no, because I was saying, like, even when I don't do, now people will be like, now the good thing is about straight hair. Like, if I don't style my hair,
It's still okay.
it's decent to go out.
I feel like I am okay with not putting makeup. Like if my skin is looking good.
Not makeup. It's good makeup day. So it's a bad makeup day, Riya. Is that no
yeah,
makeup?
you have a point. I would still say good makeup day. Because my skin
Okay.
at the base will still be good. Something to balance ho jayega.
ठीक
Hair will
है.
be looking good. Outfit.
Y'all also give
This is
all
tough,
your
yaar.
answers in the comments.
Yeah, this is very tough.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
Hair tie, lip balm, safety pin, pad/tampon. Pad/tampon is necessity.
1
yaar.
minute. It's easy. Safety pin.
Even I would say
Who
safety
even
pin.
needs a safety
No
pin?
one needs a safety pin. Except us sometimes. But safety pin can go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being understood without explaining, feeling pretty, feeling safe, feeling genuinely relaxed.
Okay. One.
Arey, wait, let
Oh.
me think about it. 1, 2, 3.
Being
Feeling
understood
safe.
without explaining.
Feeling safe, bro. I want to be safe. I don't care
No,
about
one has
anything
to
else.
go.
Was I doing it ulta all this while?
No, yaar.
Huh.
Safety pin you said
One
no,
has to go. Okay.
I don't mind explaining. I can girl explain. Like anyway, I feel like men are never going to change. So we are anyway going to have to explain ourselves. So I'll just live with it.
I'm thinking between that one, being genuinely
Feeling genuinely relaxed.
genuinely relaxed, and being understood without.
I want to be relaxed in every era of my life.
I feel when I try to explain people, I get annoyed.
You
like
do,
I
yeah.
don't have to explain you, just know it.
Yeah, you do get annoyed. That's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I need to be. I'll remove.
Feeling genuinely relaxed.
Wait, I'm not understanding.
1 second. One has to go. So the one thing that is least important to you that you can live without. So not
I'll remove genuinely relaxed.
Okay.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never having acne again, never bloating again, never getting periods again, never having hair fall
Okay.
again.
3, 2, 1.
Never getting periods again.
Of course.
Easy breezy.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything.
Actually,
You'll say acne, na?
yeah. Never having acne again. I'll
But
deal with the periods.
Girl, if you never have your period, you can literally half the acne thing. Like, it could, the hormones will be in balance.
maybe, yeah. Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
they're kind of cool. Chal, I'll go with never getting period again because I know that at least the 1 week before, the acne won't come anyway.
Yes.
But acne ka trauma is also there. Never bloating again is also very close to my heart, bro.
It's
like,
fine. I don't care. Yeah.
flex, but okay.
Yesterday I was so bloated. And I was trying on all the pajamas and they were feeling tight.
Tight.
And then I'm like, I'm just bloated.
I'm permanently bloated. I would say never having acne again. I'll deal
Okay.
with the period.
Cool.
Hmm.
Okay, next one. Bras, period cramps, hair shedding, tiny jeans, sizing, inconsistency. Oh my god.
Wait, one has to go. Period cramps. They are very painful. Very, very
agree.
painful. Yeah.
I agree.
Period
I
cramps.
could deal with anything.
anything else. Yeah.
I could deal with the tight jeans.
Okay, next. You look so pretty. I'm proud of you. You look happy. You look the good different.
You
Oh,
look the
how
good
cute.
different has to go. Because
Fair.
they feel I'm different. Like,
Yeah.
is that a compliment? Is that not a compliment?
It's
What are you
not
trying to
bad.
say?
I wouldn't hate hearing it, but in comparison to the other three, you look the
Yeah.
good different can go. Yeah.
Okay. Sleep, good food, great body confidence, stress-free life.
What the hell, yaar? Sleep, good food, great body confidence, stress-free life. In this, I have a question. Like, like if I remove great body confidence and then I go to the gym and I gain great body confidence. Does it count?
No.
No? I think I'll do stress-free life.
You'll remove stress-free life.
Yeah, like I feel sleep, good food, and body confidence are all too important. Good food I can't let. Sleep I can't
Yeah.
let go of.
Like, I feel if we remove stress-free life, then the other three can make our life stress-free.
Yeah.
Yeah, like good
Yeah.
sleep, good food, and being confident.
Confident. Yeah. What are you stressed about? Just your job, which is fine. So that's
Everyone is
like
stressed
everything.
about
Yeah.
that. The next one.
Coffee/matcha. Sunglasses, good playlist, air conditioning. Sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Easy.
It's okay, bro.
Easy, breezy.
Stay indoors.
Anyway,
Yeah.
even with sunglasses, I can't see.
I can never see with sunglasses.
Yeah.
Like, who are these people who can see and keep it on the
Or-
entire day?
Bro, people that wear sunglasses in like clubs, like
Who are they?
nightclubs.
Yeah.
Who are they? Yeah.
Yeah.
I anyway
I
have
think it's
Chashme ka
DJs and
number.
rappers and people like
Yeah,
that.
or if they're, you
Or
know,
like celebs.
on something and they need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like when influencers trying to be cool,
Cool,
at a
yeah.
public place.
Yeah. Okay. Go.
Airport fit pics, window seat, airport coffee, duty free wandering.
Okay. 1, 2.
Wait, you never let me.
These are easy, yaar. This to I also know yours.
Which?
Like airport coffee for you would be airport matcha, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yours would be duty free wandering. We
Yeah,
never wander. We go and sit
same.
only.
Duty free wandering. We never wander, bro.
We never wander.
Because I'll tell you why. We waste so much time eating that we forget that we have time to go.
And also making content. Like those are two main jobs. Like you go to the airport, you eat, then you go to the gate and you make content.
Let's do the one last, the next one. It's important.
Okay. Which one? Okay.
Conrad Jeremiah, Steven Taylor.
Okay. 3,
2,
1. Taylor.
Steven.
Okay. Right now,
Yeah,
Taylor's nice.
no, shit, Jeremiah. Yeah.
Conrad? Oh,
One
one has to go. One second.
Jeremiah has to go. Then life will be sorted.
Yeah, even I feel Jeremiah can go.
Yeah?
Yeah, he can go.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
We are
One has to
done.
go. I like Taylor. Oh, done.
Yes, I mean we can do more, but I don't know.
I think it's enough now.
Yeah.
This was a good game.
Yay!
I enjoyed.
We are done, but obviously we're not gonna leave without Richie recommends.
recommends.
And come on, you can. By the time this episode comes out, I think it's already too late to recommend it. But I will just say what I enjoyed a lot: the movie Michael. Oh my god, it is so good.
I really
so
wanna
good,
watch
and
it.
I think it's like current times I'm talking about right now. I think it's still there in theaters. I'm not yet sure
Really?
when we film this episode, but it is so good. You get to know so much about his life and like how he became a star. Like some people just have star aura, and that's so visible since the time he's a kid. Like since he's a child, they show his journey, and you can see it. Like something is there about him.
Like Justin
That's
Bieber's
just-
documentary.
Yeah, that's just so out there, and
Yeah.
especially if you love music, dance, or anything like that,
I want to
acting, whatever, you would love it because you get to see the behind the scenes and what.
And this is about his peak, right? Like how he
this
got
is
to his peak.
this is up to his peak.
Okay.
So I think there's a second part coming where all the major stuff is gonna happen, like all the issues and stuff.
Yeah.
Like this was a good. Like there was
Nice.
not much conflict in the movie, but I think sometimes it's okay to just watch something wholesome and
Yeah, for
something that
sure.
makes you feel good.
Feel good, yeah.
Like I am obsessed with the music now.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I've been playing so many of the.
Have you been listening to Michael Jackson in your car?
Yes,
Ah.
so many Michael songs.
That's
Oh my
kind of cool.
God.
I like that.
You have, Priya, you would
I
have
would like
loved
it. Yeah, I wasn't here when it came out, and then I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I will watch
I
it.
just went for it thinking, okay, let's watch a movie, but
Yeah.
it turned out to be one of the best movies I've watched in the last few months.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a recommendation.
Yes.
I just watched it last night, but I think by the time again this episode comes out, it would have been in theaters for a while. But it's Chand Mera Dil. I thought it would be a flop, and
Even I still think what Riya is saying.
I actually hate that I went in with that thought process because I feel like people don't rate Ananya Pandey as an actress, but she is getting really good. Like she's done
no,
a really
I
good
love
job.
Ananya Pandey.
I
A lot of her movies I
are
love.
so good, and she looks so good. She's acting really well, and the movie, oh my god, it like touched a nerve. Like if you have been in a long-term relationship, if you have like faced real life problems, it's like a very tragic love story, like kind of like Sayara, but this was a lot more realistic. Like actual-
Sayara feels a bit superficial.
I just feel like this was actual problems and PTSD and trauma that people carry in
From a
relationships.
relationship.
Not from a relationship, but from their childhood and stuff that affects their relationships. And it was so real. It was so relatable. Like, I kid you not, I'm anyway an emotional person. Like, I cry in all movies. Every single movie I cry. But this movie, I was crying throughout.
Huh.
The whole second half, my tears were not stopping. They were acting so well. The music was so good. The problems were so relatable. Like, every time something was happening, I was like, oh my god, this is like
Yeah.
real life.
Yeah.
Insane. Like, the parents' involvement. It's somewhere between, like, I don't know, like Dear Zindagi, Two States, all of these movies that address real things, real
Understood the
problems.
vibe.
Yeah, it's still I don't want to ruin anything because it's relatively new.
Yeah.
Still like a good movie, good ending, but it hit a nerve while I was and I went in with zero expectations.
Yeah, like right now also when I think about it, I don't know what to expect from that movie.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Yay. That was our episode and we hope you guys enjoyed it and
Please like, comment, share, subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe to our channel.
spoke too soon.
Spoke too soon.
Get us
pod.
to 15k subs
Let's
super soon.
go, bro.
Yay.
And follow us on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
And we will see you same time, same place next week. Bye.